to Smoking in the Park. We are back in France for the first time in 6 years. We have found ourselves today in Saint-Malo in Brittany. I passed through this town a few times during my adolescence while doing an exchange with a school friend. Saint-Malo is a corsair's village or pirate town or privateer town, however friendly you want to be about it, but it's basically where a bunch of nautical ruffians kept their booty. Right now we're waiting for the water to drain out, which will expose this walkway. It's almost there.
You can see some people standing on it there.
Attempting to. They're not going to get very far, but it's already dropped quite a bit in the time we've been waiting. So in the interim, we will be jaunting around the stones.
What are you smoking today?
I don't know. This is a Flor Dominicana Coronado line. I believe it is the Corona size, or maybe Corona Gordo, but I think it's the Corona. It's a re-release of a blend they did several years ago. It was their first foray into Nicaraguan wrappers, if I am correct. There's some I think it's a Mexican binder on it. But so far it's quite good. We'll check in later for a more detailed tasting note. Okay, so we've made it across. This is maybe half an hour since our last segment. We are on the Grande, and it's super cool out here. The sun's going down, so we have to be pretty quick. Neither of us really know that much about what is over here. We're really just checking it out. There's evidence of World War II that is ever present in France, but here specifically, we do know that after being central to maritime commerce in France, it was completely destroyed by the Allied forces in 1944 during the liberation of France, because they believed the Germans had holed up inside. So all of this was destroyed, the sea walls and everything, obviously not, but all of those buildings started being built in 1947. The spire of that church that you see there wasn't started, at least, until 1973. So one recurring thing on this trip that was not as apparent our first go around in France. We knew everything was old and was therefore interesting in and of itself, but there's a lot of living history as well. So one thing about this blend is that it, like any great cigar, it changes as the flavor profile changes as it progresses, and this blend in particular is very known for that. Starts off very leathery with some spice notes, spicy, piquant notes, and then it changes very fruity I got a lot of grapefruit, which I've never tasted before in a cigar. Cardamom, some cinnamon or mace. Not quite nutmeg, but that earthiness that mace and nutmeg have. It's quite good. We'll continue to enjoy that and watch the sun go down, and then we'll be going back to Saint-Malo propre and have fruits de mer. Brittany is known for its butter and seafood, obviously.
What's been your favorite part of this trip? The whole trip?
That is very difficult to say. If I can be cheesy for a moment, it's being as close to my wife as I have felt. We don't have to necessarily keep that part in, but we both, I think, have felt very, very close to each other, because when we lived in France, it was really a high point in our relationship. Not that there have been many low points, but we got to know each other a lot better, and got to see each other work through stepping stones to professional goals. I think that was an experience that drew us both much closer to each other, and this has been a reminder of that.